Hey everybody, and welcome back to BerCrew Studios Plays EU4. I'm your host Nemes, and we are back in our Brandenburg Ironman campaign, where, yeah, we've been doing pretty decent. I'm going to kick this down to speed 3. There's going to be a whole bunch of rivalries that change. I just loaded this from a fresh save. So last time we took Königsberg. Now Poland has a claim on this for another 20 years, so that could cause a little bit of strife. But we are currently improving relations with them. But in general, things are going pretty well. If you like the series, by the way, please put a like down below. Helps us out a great deal. And throw some comments down there if you have any input, any questions. Questions are good too. Yeah, I always tell you guys, please feel free to give input and advice. It doesn't have to be a one-way street. If you guys are curious about why I make certain moves, or you want an explanation on certain things, just ask. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have in the comment section. So we are barely making money, which is to be expected. We have a very tiny navy right now. We do need some more barks so that we can get some trade going. We have 14 more ships that we can make, so let's start building some of those. We are not super high on manpower yet, so I'm probably going to wait just a few more before we do any of that. We are coring Königsberg right now, and clearly we do not have level 10 tech, so we cannot form Prussia, which is something we do want to do. We basically need to become Protestant, and then we have to have Tech 10. So still some things to wait on before we get to that point. We check our coalition map mode. It's not horrible. It's not great. But we're doing okay for now. Looking at the Empire, we do need to probably top off with Trier here shortly. Right now, Austria still would be the Emperor. We were making some moves towards Cologne. And I think probably should go ahead and do that. Let's pull our guy back from Poland. We will offer Cologne an alliance. Make sure they're not rival to anyone that we care about. Nope. We'll offer them an alliance. And yeah. They accepted. Now we can't roll and marry them, which is unfortunate. But that's just due to the fact that they are they're a bishopric, so it is what it is. All right. So they are awful close. We're going to go ahead and offer military access, and then we'll go ahead and improve the rest of our relations with them. And hopefully that would get them to flip, which would be a big deal because they're really the deciding vote right now. We are 3-3, and they would swing. Lose a little bit of money instead of stability, because 31 ducats is certainly worth 100 monarch points in my book. Alright. We are just waiting for the ability to re-improve relations. Yeah. We're at -10 with these guys, right? Silesia, we are still minus a lot. Same thing with Palatinate. And we cannot get an alliance with either of them. We may invade Silesia at some point. We'll see. They're only allied with Magdeburg. We do have a claim on them, but so does Poland, and I kind of want to limit how many things we have shared claims on. Because right now that's impacting our... and they -22 because they want Danzig and Königsberg right now. So we'll probably start looking within the HRE again. We'll have to make nice with the Emperor again at some point. Unfortunately, that's just going to take a while because most of that is demand unlawful territory. Right, Saxony just declared war on Anhalt. Right, Anhalt and Hesse. We just got our core on Königsberg. Munster's expanded quite a bit. Finally got Prussian as an accepted culture, which is very good for us. And we'll have some more boats we can make, but probably hold off on that for just a minute. Don't need to pick the idea just yet because we still don't have enough monarch ports for anything. And then from a tech perspective, we are ahead on Diplo and military, but because of the amount of expansion we've done, not admin, which honestly means probably not picking an admin slot first, because not only does that eat up admin points and put us further behind, but since admin tech is directly related to ideas, I don't want to push back the next idea that much further. So we're going to pick a Diplo or a military tech. All right, our prestige is coming up slowly, money even slowerly. But, yeah, not too shabby. Rebel factions, Danzigians. We'll go over to Danzig proper. Teutonic guys in Königsberg are still quite a ways away at this point. We will need to start adding some troops here. Right now, we do have some mercs, but not a ton. I'm going to peel off those mercs. I honestly prefer to have the mercs. But we don't have enough money right now, unfortunately. So I'm gonna get rid of these guys, and we're just gonna add 3 infantry. Now, our army tradition is still degrading at a 0.12 rate, but because we have Prussian traditions at that plus 0.5 and then the fully maintained forts, we aren't losing much. So 32.4 is decent army tradition at this stage, being only 1473. All right, boats are finishing up. All the boats to Lübeck. Lübeck, and guessed it, Lübeck. We will need to take Stettin here soon. I'm probably going to go ahead and fabricate on them. So let's see. Oh wait, no, I think we already have that, don't we? We do. We could declare war on them. The only one who would defend them is Verdun. And I don't know that Verdun has much of an army. Take a look. 7,000. So essentially, what I want to do is get enough troops that we can basically jump in on Pomerania, hopefully stack wipe them. The voting order is fabricating on me. That's just cute as can be. But anyway, so we'll fabricate on. Well, not fabricate. We'll get our troops built, and then we'll just jump right in on Pomerania. And Zigan separatists are almost gone now. Got some loud 3-year-old going on there in the background. And I am also going to make sure that these guys, yeah, they're set to go home at war. So we're going to add a cav, then actually add 2 cav and 2 infantry. And then we should be fine, and we'll go ahead and see if we can't take that last Stettin province there. Now the problem is, and what may stop me from doing this, is the Austria thing, because they're really pissed off at us right now. And they're allied to Hungary, the Palatinate, Aragon, Florence. And while that doesn't seem all that scary, Austria by themselves is pretty scary. Poland right now has got some rebel issues, so we'll see what we want to do. We'll see. All right, now I do have free Diplos, so let's get those guys to work. Let's check on our allies first. So Poland, it was one that I was already working on, need to get back to, because we are way low on that. Plus 56 is not good. And they want those provinces, and that keeps ticking away negative. So we're already down to negative 97, which is a bad thing. The chances of us losing that alliance has gone pretty much through the roof at this point. So I need to do what I can to try to stem that tide. Now, I guess the good news, bad news there. All right, so Saxony needs help. The Saxon conquest of Anhalt. All right, so they want my help to invade Anhalt, and I will accept. Because Saxony is an elector and they are voting for us, so I do want to keep them happy. We're going to improve there. We maxed out with Cologne. We are. We have already sent a gift. We got that aggressive expansion unlawful territory that is ticking off, but that's a yearly tick, so chances are Austria is going to retake that vote very soon. But it is what it is. Not much we can do about that. Because I don't think Cologne's going to want to transfer trade power or anything. No. Can't Royal Marry on them, and that's kind of the problem with picking Cologne, but we just don't have a lot of options here. The Palatinate, they don't like us because we're allied to their rival. Lycia is hostile towards us. We got a lot of unlawful territory. We're allied to a rival. We have a claim on them. They want a bunch of our stuff. It's just, it's all bad. All bad. Papal influence. I'm going to take the prestige because we're still negative. I would like to get back to positive, if at all possible. So Hesse is sieging down Saxony's capital. That's adorable. Well, are we fighting Anhalt and Hesse? Okay. So we'll see what Saxony does over there to Hesse. Not looking too great for Hesse there, I should say. Yep. Alright, well, Saxony's now going to go beat up Anhalt's army, and then they'll probably head into Hesse. I don't think they need my help at the moment. Fine. Alright. Saxony. I'm upset about something. No, it's just the unlawful territory. Unlawful territory is pretty brutal trying to become the emperor because that, you know, we've had so many demand unlawful territories that it's just very bad. Are getting our manpower up, and we've increased our max manpower nice and high up to 17,000. Are suddenly losing money. What has happened? We are losing money. I'm going to mothball the Berlin fort. No reason to keep that one up. Not if I'm losing money, that is. Army maintenance, fleet maintenance, fort maintenance. I guess we built a bunch of boats. But, oh, and they're home at war. That's what it is. Alright, so guess what? We're the emperor. Boom! We are the emperor. That's fantastic. One question I have about that is... yeah, the unlawful territory modifier is still there. Alright, so Magdeburg is no longer valid. Livonian order is no longer valid. So let's take stock. Our force limit is now 39 instead of 17. And our manpower is up to 44,000, which is fan-freaking-tastic. We also now have the unlawful territory hammer, which is always fun to use. And we're sitting at 33% imperial authority, which is not bad at all. So we've currently got 4 votes by a pretty good margin. We're one of our votes, obviously. I wonder how Austria feels about us all of a sudden. They're still hostile. Yeah, we're still rival to Poland. Mission. I take the solidified papal relief for now. That's a pretty easy one to do. All right, we do have the extra diplomacy slot because we are the emperor, so we may want to ally one of the other electors if we can. Lycia hates us because they're hostile, but if we flip them, I'm sure they would want to ally with us. Because right now they're only allied to Magdeburg. Palatinate wouldn't be bad, but we're a rival to 2 of their rivals because of the whole electors don't necessarily like each other thing. So we'll see. All right. Well, that worked out well. So, I guess we'll go help Saxony out. Alright, so they finally accepted peace. We didn't do anything, so they don't owe us any favors. Truce with Bohemia ended, that's fun. And they fully annexed. So, I do have this new imperial thing now. I can say, hey, buddy, you should give that back. And if I do that right now, they will say no. But it will piss everybody off in relation to Saxony. Since they are my ally, I'm probably not going to do that, even though it does necessarily not help me. We're still at 44 members. We only need to maintain 25. Excuse me. So I'm going to let Saxony get away with that, because that's the game the Emperor sort of plays, right? Now Milan, on the other hand, they are allied to people I don't care about. And I will demand unlawful territory from them, because why not? What that does is it gives me a liberation thing, and it makes it harder for them. Because we don't want all that much consolidation within the HRE. That's bad for the Empire, that's bad for us. Now, here's a little problem we have, though, as the Emperor. We have this wonderful force limit. What we don't have is a wonderful income. So I am going to get another advisor. Poland just declared war on Hungary. That's kind of okay with me. They may call us in, though. Be problematic. We are getting closer to wanting to pick our idea, and it might be, especially because we're the Emperor, it might be diplomatic in nature. Or we could go with influence. We could go trade to try to make more money with which to fund our armies, though. And that's not a bad idea, actually. As much as I like the diplomacy concept, we may need to do this first. Just because we need the cash. Once we get 3 ideas, we'll also have plus 10% tax model. That will help our cash situation as well. Do we have our merchants set up right now? Pulling from there. Gain mercantilism, thank you. Thank you, trade ideas. Our other merchant is pulling there. Let's try pulling Rhineland. See if that helps. We're at 2 point something. Will not demand a second unlock. Alright. So, manpower is going up at a decent clip. That's a good sign. Fortunately, we need cash to go up a lot faster than it is. So I'm going to move back into Berlin and we're going to drop our army maintenance. Make some extra cash. I am going to mothball this other fort. Which is a little dangerous because our Bohemia truce is expired, but we'll see. Alright, got to get this other Diplo to work. I think we will work on Austria, who actually would take an alliance from us right now. And that seems like a pretty good idea to me. Alright. They're allied to, or rival to Venice, Castile, and Ottomans. Poland has rivaled them, so that will further degrade this relationship. But we're doing okay right now. Alright, we're going to improve relations with Austria, who is currently fighting Poland, Castile, and France. That seems like a bad day. Poland, is Poland and the Ottomans allied? Wow. That is an unholy alliance right there. Poland, Lithuania, Ottomans are allied. That's worse than the Bohemia Ottomans thing we see now. Looks like Sweden's about to break free, which is fun. Yeah, I'll take the extra mercantile. You like money? We have too few rivals. So right now we just have Bohemia. Boy, I don't like any of these options, honestly. I'm gonna hold off. I know we need it for the PP. Who are you allied with? Austria and Mantua. Yeah, there's just no good rival options for me right now. Could attack Bohemia, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I think Stettin is the only thing that makes sense from an attack perspective. Let's raise this up, because I'm not going to demand unlawful territory for myself, believe it or not. So, Pomerania, as soon as I get my morale up, we're going to have word. Austria actually has a disputed succession right. We have an alliance with them, or a royal marriage, I should say. We do not. Let's do that. Poland, we're pretty much topped off with you, so I think we're just going to improve against Austria once we are able to. Morale up, almost. Next month. Improve relations there. Declare war on you. Do I have a mission for the Papal States? Yeah, so I'll wait for that mission to finish. That will be a signal to pull that Diplo back and go ahead and declare this war. I'm going to wait on the admin tech because we're about to take yet again more land. But the right kind of land. We do need coasts. Certainly do. Alright, there's that. What's this? Conquer Silesia, create a property, improve relations with the... I don't know if I can do that. Can I do that? Not even close, right? All the unlawful territory demands. Thanks, thanks my new ally. So, Trier would join us. I don't feel that's necessary yet. So I'm going to declare war, move in, get there, yes. So now he's coming over, we stack wiped them, we got rid of their navy, now we're going to go fight these guys, who is running far away. I don't know where you're going. Or are you trying to take a circuitous route? Alright. Fine with that. We'll meet you in Niederlausitz. So, good. I don't think we're going to stack wipe him per se. But what I will do, I'm going to go drop a guy in Stettin, and then I'll go stack wipe that army. And drop some troops there, and head over to Verdun. Way they cannot build any more troops. But we'll save the conclusion for next episode. Thanks for joining us, and come back in the next time to see the conclusion of this little war while we wait for bigger things to shake out. Have a great one, everybody.